Hello, class and professor. My name is Tanya Hernandez, and I am here to talk to you today about employee assistance programs. Just by listening to the name employee assistance programs, you can kind of get an idea that they are programs that assist employees. But in what way, you may ask? Well, employee assistance programs are made for not only employees but also employers who are facing everyday struggles such as depression and anxiety, parent concerns, um, life transitions, substance abuse, which goes back to when it first started. Employee assistance programs were first started in the 1970s in the US, and they dealt only with substance abuse, so like alcohol and drugs. Corporations and associations would hire these programs to assist employees who had these kind of issues, and it was to deal with worthy employees who were very good at what they did, but they were difficult in the way that they had an alcohol and drug problem. Well, today it's so much more than that. Today it's, like I mentioned, depression and anxiety. It could be an employee who has an elderly parent who they have to take care of, or kids that they have to take care of, all this stress that they have going on. And that's what employee assistance programs are made for, to cope with all of these issues and help you perform better in your workplace, and not only at work but also at home. um, EAPs are worksite based, and they're intended to, like I said, not only assist employees but employers as well. And they address concerns by helping employees recognize and determine personal uncertainties that affect job implementation. They can even help companies with life threatening incidents such as natural disasters and fierceness in the workplace. EAPs are strictly confidential. An employer might know when an employee needs an employee assistance program, because they are the ones who hire these specialists, and they're the ones who have them come into the workplace if it's internal. Um, but they're never gonna know exactly what is shared amongst the counselor and the employee. This is private information that the counselor has to go by a code of ethics to keep this information private. They cannot share this information with anybody. So this helps the employee to feel more comfortable and know that their information is safe and is not going to be spoken amongst anyone else. Um, Some EAPs also offer lawful profits to workers. For instance, they can help with wills or traffic citations. They can recommend them to an attorney who gives them a 30-minute session. And if they don't like the attorney, or they feel that the attorney didn't address the issue the way that they wanted to, they can simply find someone else, and there's no fee. Um, they don't have to pay for anything. So this is pretty good. Ever since the recession, financial guidance is also provided for employees. So employees they see counselors for financial guidance. And financial problems can cause many things in the workplace. It can cause employees to be absent. It could cause them to have poor habits, to have health problems, moodiness, and even theft. EAPs can help with this issue in the way that they don't even need to go to their manager for help. Some EAPs can even arrange concierge provision, which can be pick up and dry clean. They can find you a dog walker, they can find you a housekeeper, they can find you a supermarket in your area, they can find you a gym with classes that you want. They can find you a party planner, someone to take care of your parents because they're older, and they can even find a plumber to come fix a leaky faucet in your home. EAPs can even recommend fitness instructors and nutritionists to help employees get on track to a healthy diet. EAPs in the hospitality industry are a big issue because, as most of you may know, in hotels, restaurants, casinos, and all these jobs, there's a lot of extensive long hours to be worked, and this may cause lack of sleep and relaxation, which causes people to become cranky. And we all know that in hospitality, you deal with people every single day, with a lot of people, and you can't really be cranky because you won't perform your job as well as you're supposed to. So that's where EAPs come in to help cope with these issues. They provide service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, either through telephone, through email, through text, or sometimes even live. They know that hospitality workers are constantly on the go working, and they might not have time to speak to an EAP counselor, and that's why they provide these services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So maybe like on the weekend when they have some free time, or sometime late at night, they're always available to talk to. So, also in hospitality, you may not always get the nicest guests. Therefore, you must have a lot of patience to deal with these kind of people, and you're always challenged to satisfy people. And this can they're constantly dealing with drained parents, bad-tempered children, or on edge occupational travelers who can make very challenging customers. Some common stressors amongst the hospitality business include deprived social public services, work excess during highest periods, poor work-life stability. And another thing, not only do they have work excess in the highest periods, but also like in the lowest periods, like when the season is not, they don't have much work, they start laying people off, which can cause a lot of stress amongst workers because they're laid off, they have no job, so they don't know how they're going to survive. This can cause a lot of stress. So this was something that I found interesting that wasn't in my research, but I figured it out myself that this could be some, really, really big issues for these people. Some of the pros of EAPs are that they're simple to reach, like making a phone call or visiting their website. And these people are qualified to pay attention to your situation. They suggest advice and assist in guiding the employee on how to resolve the issue over a precise quantity of meetings as set up by your company. Like I said before, EAPs are confidential, but this may not be the case for every employee assistance programs, which is where it becomes a con, because your information may not be shared with other people, but if the employee assistance program is internal, it's in the workplace, other coworkers are going to be seeing if you're talking to a counselor. So that automatically is going to make them chatter amongst the other coworkers, and they're going to be like, oh, this person needs a counselor, I wonder what she's going through. And then they're going to start talking, even though they're not going to know your situation, but they see that you're talking to a counselor. So I think maybe an external employee assistance program would be better and make people feel more comfortable. How to set up an employee assistance program? Well, they have to identify exactly what it is that their employees need, and then based on that, they can do research and see which is the best fit. It's important to talk to your employees about the employee assistance program and maybe have someone come in and tell them about the services they provide and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything that I had to talk about regarding employee assistance programs. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I will respond. Thank you.